Are you a soulpreneur looking to unlock the spiritual secrets to success? Look no further because in this episode, I'm going to provide you with a roadmap to manifesting abundance. So I'm asked about this a lot, and specifically, I thought it would be important for you to understand. Number one, as an entrepreneur, there are the rules of business, and then there is this art to abundance. And ultimately, what we want to do is bridge the two in order to have the experience of the freedom and the excitement and the opportunities that we desire. Although, side note, transparency, sometimes business is boring. Like, in fact, you want it to be boring. But the excitement is really coming from the life that you get to experience as your norm. And in this specific instance, I want to talk about what really creates the experience of wealth and your ability to attract wealth in your business. But also, I think it's important to understand this applies to other areas as well. Maybe I need to put a little asterisk there. Anyway, first and foremost, we have to talk about aligning your mindset with abundance. It's human nature to focus on problems. In fact, our mind is really programmed and very good at looking at everything that is wrong, even though, truth be told, a lot is going right and well in your life. In fact, there's a lot of abundance that you're already experiencing that you dreamed of at one point or another. So really being intentional with how we perceive our experiences, because we can just by habit, just by human nature, have a propensity or a tendency to focus on everything that we're lacking, right? We have to be careful of really getting into this idea that the things that we want are the same as our desires. The things that we want are things that we believe we don't already have. And that creates a separation between you two. The things that you desire are like, I'm already enjoying, but I would, of course, like some more, right? It's kind of like with water. Most of us in the West and in many places around the world, not all of them, but if you're listening to this podcast, it's likely that you have running water, right? So we have that expectation of, yes, I have water and I would just continue to like having water, right? So when we're talking about being open to aligning with abundance, one thing I hear a lot talked about in manifestation specifically is this idea that you need to believe that this is yours and that it's going to happen for you. And I actually don't think that you need to believe. In fact, I have lots of clients who have things happening, opportunities, clientele, offers coming to them that they didn't believe was possible for them. The only thing you really need to align your mindset with abundance is just being open to the possibility. You will be just fascinated by how many places you are shutting down opportunities for abundance to come in simply because you're not even open to the possibility that it is real, that it could be for you, right? So we just need you to open up your mind to that possibility. I'm also just going to put a little side note in here as well, that you've got to really ground in that our reality is created from the energy from which we are making decisions and taking action. So when we are making decisions from a place of lack, we will unconsciously create more lack in our life. So I'm going to invite you today to look around at your life and really consider, where am I thinking, feeling, and acting because I feel like I don't have enough, or because I'm afraid of what might happen or what might not happen? Now, in my own experience as a spiritual teacher, guide, and also building a multi-million-dollar brand myself, none of this became possible for me until I uncovered my essence. So our essence is this unique energetic blueprint that we all come with. Scientifically, there was a 1 in 400 trillion chance that you would be born. So there are certain energies that only you can be. And it's not that you're the only person that has access to that energy. It's just that you are the only one who can have a certain mix of energies. So alongside that, we have an internal GPS system called intuition that guides us to where we can be our most magnetic to abundance. Our own internal GPS system that's always trying to guide you to the most abundant experiences. Now, it does happen that sometimes you're on that trajectory and certain things happen where it feels like lack. However, those are opportunities for you to become the version of you that is magnetic. Now, I recently just wrapped up our latest round of Your Quantum Business, and we're going to be launching it again soon. I hope you're excited about that. And one of the most powerful things for people taking Your Quantum Business was this concept of uncovering your essence. And because of that, I created a quiz. My team has been working hard behind the scenes, and that is now live. So I'm going to encourage you, after you listen to this episode, to make sure to go and take the Uncover Your Essence quiz. That's also going to make sure that you are aware of a very special surprise. The Abundance Alchemy Challenge is going to be coming soon, and you will not want to miss it. I'm telling you, it's going to be probably one of the best free experiences that you have this year. So make sure to sign up, take the Uncover Your Essence quiz. That's going to help you to really understand what is one of the core frequencies that I am here to be, to embody. And when you do, you become more magnetic. Maybe I'll do a follow-up episode on this topic soon, just kind of diving into a little bit about these different essences and how you can apply them and what shadows pop up. Anyway, so the next key to attracting and keeping wealth as your normal experience is your environment. In fact, environment, I would say, is about 80% of your success. If you are surrounded by people who are eating McDonald's 3 times a day, and you are a person who is on a fitness journey, it is going to be so much harder for you than if you are surrounded by people who enjoy hiking as their friend activity and who enjoy cooking together in their relationships, right? So we have a beautiful ability with our connections with one another when we really allow ourselves to deeply connect, right? It's not just about surface level. It's about surrounding yourself with people who have a certain mindset and perspective, people who desire to create a world like you want to create. Being surrounded by those people, and don't create an echo chamber for yourself. For sure, it's good to interact with everyone, but also be mindful of the spaces that you're in. Now, I know that you can't really necessarily control physically where you are in just a flash. However, if you want to move, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend. That is a really great way to shift things up and really align to a different frequency of abundance. But also, you can start doing this in your home, right? You can start doing this in little ways. Pay attention to the little things. How do your towels feel? Do they feel like they embody the feeling of abundance? And if they do, let yourself get present to that sensation. More on that later, but your environment is playing a huge role in your ability to experience abundance. Now, this one might be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it. In order to attract wealth, Okay. In order to attract wealth that actually feels like wealth, it's important that you understand and are not afraid to take calculated risks. And more importantly, be able to bet on yourself. The thing that really made a huge difference for me in being able to, become a millionaire first in my family. I'm not even yet 35 years old. Part of why I was able to do this was I understood that I can invest in lots of things, the stock market, a friend's business, and so on and so forth. And those are great. However, an investment in your own evolution, whether that is skills are can be helpful, although with technology, we are seeing that skills actually are becoming less and less relevant because you can gain skills faster depending on what it is. But in your own personal development, that for me and for tons of the 6 and 7 figure plus entrepreneurs that I've worked with, investing in your own personal development is the thing that usually has the highest ROI, or return on investment. And when you avoid investing in yourself, it always has the highest COI, or cost of inaction. Now, cost of inaction is something most people don't think about. They look at, the money that something quote unquote costs in this moment. But I look at, okay, how long have you known that you needed to make a certain shift? How long have you felt it? And how much has it cost you in time, energy, and potentially even money by not doing it? And how much is it going to cost you moving forward? Do you feel like you've been playing an endless game of chase, constantly trying the latest business tactics, hoping it'll be the one that catapults you into the breakthrough you've been waiting for? What if the secret wasn't in another strategy, but within you all along? And what if you could get paid beyond your wildest dreams to be more you? Well, you won't want to miss my new Abundance Alchemy Challenge. This will be 5 days to unlocking aligned prosperity. I will be hosting 5 live daily sessions from September 25th to September 29th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll be able to uncover your essence, unlock your abundance, access true freedom, all without the sacrifice. So, be sure to find the link in the notes below, and I'll see you September 25th through the 29th. Right? So let's say that you have the intention, the goal to take your business to $500,000. Okay. Let's say you want to hit that $500,000 a year mark, and you stay at the $200,000 a year level for 3 years. Well, every year that passes, that cost you, not making that decision, not taking that aligned action, was costing you $300,000, right? So if we even do the math, there is this potential cost of $900,000 that you paid over that period of time, compared to how much was the investment in the thing that would probably take you to that level. So these are things to actually be thinking about. It's also important that you really get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is going to be key, because what is normal to you is your comfort zone. But if you want to experience more abundance, it's going to be outside of your comfort zone. Otherwise, it would be normal for you already, right? So it's important that you get used to being uncomfortable, taking calculated risks, betting on yourself, because the more that you do that, the more chances you have at actually being able to attract wealth and abundance. I know a lot of people who literally sit on a decision. They want to make a decision for years, and nothing happens. Our reality is a reflection of the decisions that we are making. If we are consistently just staying in indecision, that reality that we want will never come in. In fact, I hear a lot of people, especially in spiritual spaces, those who have learned about manifestation and so on and so forth, there's this idea of like, I'm waiting for divine timing. And I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about divine timing because number one, when you're working with the universe, it's a co creation. You have to go first. Now, does that mean you always just have to go and invest in everything that comes across your path? No. But what it does mean is that you better get ready so that when those opportunities come, you get resourceful and you find a way. Or you decide that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start working towards that. And what you will find is that as long as you make that decision and you start moving in that direction, the universe will find ways to support you. Maybe you get an influx of cash, or maybe you figure out a way to sell more, and so on and so forth. But it really all starts with just make the decision. Is it a yes or a no? And then start moving in that direction. One of the things that I think is really important is giving back, and not just doing it out of what am I going to get, or out of guilt or out of shame because I have so much and this person has so little. That creates some really messed up dynamics that support some supremacist ideas sometimes, create superiority that isn't helpful. However, when we come from a place of just desiring to share, this doesn't have to be sharing money. By all means, money is great to share, but also sharing your time or knowledge or resources with others just creates this positive cycle that begins to attract prosperity. Now, this is the last one. Lastly, actually celebrate your successes. Actually celebrate. Celebrate even the small ones. Don't just wait until, you hit the big goal. Celebrate yourself even along the way. And that can be small things. It doesn't always have to like cost a ton of money. It can be taking 5 minutes out to like give yourself a dance party and, share with your friends, or like have a real party. Have a cake. Those sorts of things. It's really important that you take the time to actually be present with and appreciate those milestones that you are hitting. This is a journey, not a destination. If you do not celebrate yourself along the way, as soon as you hit that destination, that end goal, it's going to last, like the feeling of it's going to last for about 15 seconds or maybe 2 days max. And then you're back to, okay, what's the next problem? All right. So really acknowledge and celebrate yourself, and make sure that you're surrounding yourself by people who are celebrating you. With all of that said, I want to make sure that you are ready to unlock the path to success and manifest abundance. Again, you can remember to start just by embracing an abundant mindset, really surrounding yourself with a strong environment that supports your success, taking those calculated risks, especially betting on yourself, giving back and celebrating every step of the way. The power to attract and create wealth ultimately lies within you. So I want you to just remember that success, again, it's not a destination. It's a journey, and it's a journey of who you become in the process. When you focus on your identity, on who you are becoming, when you actually experience and achieve that goal, you will be able to hold on to it and recreate it again and again and again. It will be able to be your norm because you became the version of you that was able to hold that wealth. And ultimately, we don't want like hit it and quit it energy when it comes to wealth. We want you to be able to create it and hold it and be a good steward of it for life. So if you got value from this, be sure to share and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in really stepping into your next level, I highly recommend that you visit theroyalshaman.com and apply to work with us. A member of our team will help you to uncover what actually could be a next step for you. And we have offers at every level, for every stage at this point. And just that reminder, do not miss out on the upcoming Abundance Alchemy Challenge. I'll see you next time.